Hey guys, it's your Creative Queen. Welcome to Create with Creative Queen, home of Tutorial Tuesday. Before we dive into today's fun, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you'll never miss a new tutorial. From cakes and cookies to film projects and treats, we've got everything to spark your creativity. Let's get creative and make something amazing together. Hey guys, welcome back. We are working on another tutorial. This is the Easter basket tutorial. So this, you're going to need 4 sheets of paper. Your side panels, print on one page, your front and back panel, and your centerpiece. We're also going to use a Hobby Lobby foam board. You guys know I love them. They're $1.99. We're going to use a ruler with a cork backing. We are going to use a box cutter or X-Acto knife, whichever is most comfortable for you. So we're going to start off by applying our printable adhesive vinyl or sticker paper. I'm using Koala Glossy for this one to our foam board. Make sure that you remove that sticker so that it doesn't stick through on the back of your photo, guys. The Hobby Lobby stickers that they adhere to the board. Make sure you remove that. I'm going to remove it a little bit later, but just make sure you do before you place a photo over it. Use a squeegee to make sure that you don't have any bubbles, guys. Nice, clean product. Customers love a nice, clean product. So go ahead and apply your photos, guys. Apply all 4 pages to your foam, and I'll catch you at the end of the application. All right, guys, now that we have applied our prints, you're going to use about 3/4 of your foam board. You can cut that piece off that you're not going to use, set it aside for another project. We are going to go ahead and cut out our pieces. You want to cut as close as you can to your design without cutting into your design. I use a ruler with a cork backing because I use good foam, which has a slippery surface. So you want to make sure that your ruler doesn't move and your box cutter cuts nice and smooth. So go ahead and cut this out, guys. I'm going to cut out, I'll speed it up a little bit, and then I will see you after we're done cutting things out. All right, guys, so hopefully your glue gun is heated up. I did not remind you guys to do that in the beginning, but I'm going to grab my first piece and I'm going to place my base down. I'm using the color inside. I kind of like it that way. That could be on the outside if you want. It's your project. So you're going to take some glue and apply it to the base of your first piece. And then I keep a piece of foam board beside me just in case any glue squishes out. I can wipe it off before it dries. It's much easier and cleaner if you take it off now. Hold that on, let it dry for a second, and then we're going to repeat the process. I'm going to glue on the other side, which is the back side, or the front side. I don't even remember which piece I grabbed first. But we're going to glue the other side on, and then we're going to do our side panels. Okay, guys, for this next part, we're going to grab our side panel. I'm going to apply a very small amount of glue around the entire left, bottom, and right panel, right side, or however you want to call it, of this foam piece. So the only part that's not going to have glue is the top. So I'm just adding a little bit because I want to get it in there, but I don't want to mess up my design. So you're going to slide it in, and then it should line up perfectly. And then you're just going to squeeze it closed. Any glue that squishes out, wipe that off. And just hold it until it dries. And then we're just going to repeat the process for the other side. And now I'm just holding everything together, guys. My glue gun was super hot. So when your glue is really hot, you need to get a little bit more time to dry. Otherwise, it's not going to adhere properly. So I'm just holding it to make sure that it's fully dry before I release the pressure. And now you've got your completed box, okay? Now what you can do is you can leave it as is, or you can go to the next part of the video and you can add your balloons and make it a balloon gift box. And that's what we're going to go for. So let's move on to the next part of the video. All right, guys, so I think it looks super cool, but let's go ahead and add some balloons. So I'm using these yard balloon sticks from Dollar Tree. They're $1.25, so $1.25 tree. You're going to need that, and you're going to need some hot glue. You're also going to need some 5-inch balloons. You don't have to add the balloons, guys, if you don't want to, but I will. Take the little spacer, or I guess it's I can't even think of what it's called, but it's attached to two pieces to each other. So a connector, sorry. Take that connector and take 2 of your pieces, and you're going to connect them together. Make sure that you get that piece all the way in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use this to bend and make a handle. I'm going to grab my balloons, and I'm going to choose to blow up 4 red, 4 blue, 4 black, and then I think at the end I'm going to add a couple more blacks just because I didn't like the blank spaces. This, guys, I do balloon arches as well, so you can cover your stick, but I actually like the clear view of the stick going down. But again, there are so many options when you're doing this. So this is just the blueprint. You guys take it and make it your own. So right now I'm just trying to make sure I have all my colors. So again, I have 4 red, 4 black, 4 blue. And at the end, I decided, I think I added 3 more black and 3 more, a total of 6 more black. I'm sorry. So I'm going to blow them up, and I'm going to speed through this part of the video because you don't need to see me blowing up balloons. Okay, so you can see when I blew them up in pairs of 2. Now we are going to take those 2, which is a dupe, and make them into a quad, which is a 4 balloons. So I am just making 4 balloon sets in red, blue, and black. Okay, and now that I have my quads, I'm going to apply my quads to the stick that's over my design. So I'm going to adjust the camera so that you guys can see, but we're going to take this piece and we're going to bend it, and then I'm going to glue it just like this. So you see where it'll stand on its own while you guys get your glue gun. You're going to apply glue to the left, and I'm just doing a little bit at first, and then I'm going to hold it down to make sure it adheres, and then I'm going to add a little bit more as I go, guys. So this part, it's pretty easy because it's going to self-hold, but I want it to actually apply more pressure and add a little bit more glue. So we're just going to make sure it's centered and then add our glue. Okay, so here we're just holding just to make sure it's fully dry, guys. We're going to give that a couple minutes and move on to adding our balloons. You're going to go ahead and take your balloon, and you want to wrap one of the balloons around the stick twice, 2 to 3 times to get it on there. You're then going to take your next set of quads, and you're going to do the same thing. Take one of the balloons and wrap it around twice. And guys, I might redo this part because the camera was much closer than I thought it was, but I'm just pushing the balloons together so that there are no gaps, no visible gaps. All right, now we're just going to take the blue set, or the blue set of quads, sorry. And then we're going to take one of the balloons and wrap it around the pole twice. And that's going to get it on there. And then we're just going to push it into the other clusters. All right, now you just adjust accordingly, however you want it to look, guys. But this was what I thought was the final product until I added a few more balloons. I'm just going to mess with it, and I will mess with this a lot. So I'm going to cut it off. But here we go. I've added a couple more balloons at the end, and we are done, guys.